3.2-liter Power Stroke diesel. Thanks.
Hey, thanks, Jim. Hello, everybody. Good morning, and thanks again for coming. I'm Peter Lyon. I'm in the calibration area activity. Simply put, calibration makes stuff run. We take the engines that Jim guys put together, we make them run on the roads. Actually, I think the best job at Ford Motor Company. I don't want to tell anybody that because they don't want me to pay to work here. Today, I'd like to talk about the 3.2-liter Power Stroke i5. This is the latest, newest version of the Power Stroke family here in North America. Going back a ways, as Jim was telling you earlier on the F-150, but I'll go back to Super Duty. 3 years ago, just under 3 years ago, we introduced the 6.7-liter Power Stroke diesel, which was Ford's first in-house designed, in-house manufactured V8 going into the Super Duty. For those of you who follow the diesel business, the United States has the most stringent emission standards and OBD regulations in the world. Basically, if you can sell a vehicle in California, you can pretty much sell it anywhere. So when we did our own engine, we learned a lot from that. In the last 3 years, there's been a lot of industry regulation that come into impact diesels in the U.S. So we worked on that engine with our European colleagues who've been doing diesels for a number of years, and some outside consultants who were very good at state-of-the-art diesels. And the 6.7-liter was launched, and it has done phenomenally well. Exceptionally reliable engine, fuel efficiency, performance, everything you need out of a diesel. The 3.2-liter builds on that. This is an i5 engine. It builds on the what we call the Puma engine family that started out in Europe in transits in 4-cylinder and 5-cylinder form. And the latest incarnation of that is in the transit, but more predominantly in the global Ranger pickup, we call it. It's the Ranger that's sold in 135 odd countries around the world. And this is the 3.5 diesel is the premium powertrain in that vehicle. Ranger is like an F-Series. It's the largest in a lot of countries. It's the largest pickup you could buy, and it's very much used as a work truck. And I've seen these countries and seen what people do to these trucks, and it's just incredible. So it has a proven record of reliability and durability. Some of the particulars on this engine is obviously it's an i5 engine, high pressure common rail turbocharged diesel. It's going to be capable and certified to run on B20 like the 6.7-liter is here in North America. That's important for a lot of customers, especially commercial customers that use biofuels to get tax credits, and in places like Minnesota where that's all you can buy. Some of the particulars on this engine are it's a dual overhead cam, 4-valve per cylinder diesel engine. Gives you the best breathing, best fuel economy, and best performance. High pressure common rail piezoelectric injectors, most modern system out there. Each injector can actuate up to 5 times per cylinder event to do 5 injections for a best balance of NVH, fuel economy, and emissions. There's a high pressure common rail system here that feeds those injectors. It uses a variable geometry turbocharger. The variable geometry allows us to, on the fly, tune the aerodynamics of the turbo for the best launch performance, or the best takeoff performance, the best power and torque, and the best fuel economy steady state. It has a water-cooled, electronically controlled EGR system in the back of the engine here. This is all to meet emissions in the U.S. You bring the exhaust gas through here, cool it off, and feed it back in the intake manifold. So there's an electronically actuated cooler bypass because of the extended EGR region needed here in the United States, and a water-cooled, electronically controlled EGR valve here. It has electronic throttle control for EGR operation and diesel particulate filter regeneration. On the efficiency side, it's got a variable flow oil pump down here in the crankcase, and what that does is fine-tune the oil needs of the engine so that we don't waste any extra mechanical effort turning unused oil or pumping unused oil, unneeded oil. It has a cast aluminum low friction coated pistons on the inside here with oil squirters. This allows us the best durability and cools the piston for higher torque levels. It has a die-cast aluminum cam carrier up here for NVH. It stiffens everything up on the top and keeps everything in the valve train quiet. Cast iron crankshaft, forged rods, again for durability. It's got an extra rigid gray cast iron block with closed deck and sides. All right, that just makes the engine block very rigid, which improves on durability and NVH. Now, unique to the U.S., as I told about here, we have the most stringent emission standards. This will use This will use a very system similar to what's on the 6.7-liter with some unique attributes. On the 6.7-liter, we have a DOC and a separate diesel particulate filter, followed by a separate SCR selective catalytic reduction system. What we've done here on this unique application is the DOC and the DPF are combined into one brick. This is for package efficiency, so we can fit everything in up here where we need to fit it. That'll be an industry first when we launch. And then following the DOC DPF will be a selective catalytic reduction system that uses DEF or diesel exhaust fluid injection into the exhaust system to treat nitrogen oxides. The tank size on the DEF fluid is sized to about the oil change interval. And so the service of the DEF fluid and the oil will happen simultaneously. Depending on drive conditions, they can vary a little bit, but that's the target. Like I said, a lot of that technology is very similar to what's in the 6.7-liter Super Duty. We learned from all those experiences launching that and applied it to this in the commercial application. Obviously, the Super Duty is a very commercial application. Now, talk a little bit about transmissions here for a second. All three of these powertrains are going to use the proven 6R80 6-speed transmission. It's in the F-150 now, it's in the Expedition, it's in the Global Ranger, it's in our standard, very well proven rear-wheel drive applications. And in here we'll have available tow haul mode, the towing package, a select shift manual mode, and a progressive range select. And what this allows the operator to do is full automatic transmission, takes care of everything, to they can pick whatever gear they want to be in or they're limited to. That's for towing and hauling heavy load security and ease of operation. Now, there's going to be a question on what the power output is. It's not available yet, but right now this engine, similar engine in a Global Ranger pickup, is about 197 horsepower and 347 foot-pounds. We're going to have a 6-speed automatic again for best fuel economy out there, and matches the output of the diesel. It takes advantage of the low range, low RPM, high torque capability of the diesel. And we expect the Transit diesel to appeal to commercial customers in industries such as emergency services, construction, and delivery, where fuel economy and cost of ownership and longevity are of paramount importance. Okay, you may wonder, you talked about, we've got a great big van here, and we got these 3 little engines we're putting in it, and everybody's going to wonder, how can that be? How's it going to drive? Well, like I said, I got the best job at Ford Motor Company. Just got back yesterday from Europe, 4 days over there, and one of the days I spent driving all 3 of these around the European test tracks and roads against our outgoing products and against our competition. And I can honestly say, for once, the commercial van customer in the U.S. is going to get offered a vehicle that is just best described as fun to drive. It's nimble, it's responsive, it's got good performance, and it's got great fuel economy.